So I have finished drawing my site. You can see there's nothing vertical about it yet, except for the basketball courts. So I'm ready to place some trees, and I'm also going to develop this garden space. I have downloaded this playground from the files folder here on Canvas. This is in the resources SketchUp file. They've got some doc. I downloaded this plants model, some straight trees, or maybe it's called trees. I can't remember which one. And then this nature play space. Those are the things that I have open. So I'm going to copy and paste a couple things into my model to get started. So I'm just going to drag around these, Command C. I'm just going to drop them into my model. You can see I've developed kind of like a play area at the front, and then these are going to be gardens. And if I wanted to put some more trails in there, I could. But for now, uh, for the sake of time, I'm just going to kind of drop these in. And I think I'm just going to, oops, see, I went below the model. I think I just want these to be kind of, you know, oops. I'm going to move this up just a little bit. There we go. Now it's on top. I think I'm going to just like slide it along the surface over here. I kind of, maybe I'll move to this side here. Okay, so there's one. I want to fill out the site and kind of make this a set. So I'm just gonna move this over here. And I'm gonna paste, I'm gonna just do another set of these. And I want to swing it around. I'm gonna use oh, see, and it wanted to go below again. So I've just like come underneath the model. Sometimes that's the best way to figure out um, where where it's slipping is just to kind of flip the model over and pull it from the other side. I'm going to use my rotate tool, which is this one, or you can hit Q on your keyboard. And that'll give you this protractor thing. So I've clicked once at the corner, and then I'm going to click this corner, and I'm just going to rotate this around. And now it's the other direction. I need to move this corner back up. Then I kind of want these two to be rotated too. So I'm just gonna use that cue. I'm just gonna kind of pick up a spot in the middle and just kind of like rotate them. So now I have a playground, for better or worse, and I'm ready to start adding trees. So let me just close this model because I don't need it anymore. And I'll close. Oh, that's my garden features, my plants. I'm gonna put that over here for just a second. Grab this tree. And I think I want this bigger tree, this one here. I like that one. It's anchored towards the camera. Looks good. I'm just going to copy it and paste it. So Control C, or pardon me, Command C. And I'm going to paste it right into my model. Oh, and you can see, first I'm going to put these into this group. Because it looks like if I moved this, see how that whole thing lights up? It's not actually in this model. So I'm going to just do a file or so edit, cut. I'm gonna open my model. Now I'm inside of my model. You can see the color changed. And I'm gonna hit edit, paste in place. There it goes. Okay, so that's in there. And I'm gonna move this. That's bothering me. That might be something that I play with and just make sure that it's starting to look good. Okay, so now I'm ready to place my tree. I'm gonna copy it. See, am I in there? I'm not in there. Okay, I'm gonna open my model. I'm going to place it. I'm just going to stick it at this corner. Sometimes you have to get nice and close. And then I'm going to draw a line. This is a group. Everything in here is a group. So I'm just going to draw a new line along this edge. The pink is telling me that it's parallel. And so now I have a line and a tree. And I'm going to just, if you haven't already downloaded this set of tools right here, this plugin, you can go to extensions, extension warehouse. That'll bring up this box. And you just, this tool is called Random Tools. And this is what the extension looks like. And you can just download it and install it right into your SketchUp model, or pardon me, your SketchUp program. But that one is great for digital modeling. It's really, really great for if you're going to try and do landscaping. It's one of my favorite ways to quickly landscape a project. So there's a couple features to this. I use these three the most. So place components randomly on faces, place randomly on edges, and then randomly on vertices. So I'm going to use the edge version here. I'm going to select this tree and the line, and I'm going to click this button, and it's going to pop up with this window, maximum number of copies per edge. I'm going to do like 35 trees. Rotation, because this one already faces the camera, I've already set it to face the camera. I'm not going to rotate it, but I'll show you in the garden section how that works because I'm going to use this when I'm doing the gardens too. And then scale factor 0 is none. I don't want a lot of difference between the tree heights, so I'm going to leave that as like 0.25. And then copies, I want those to be on the tree layer. So I think I'm ready. And right there, it just randomly placed all of those trees. Now, something to note is that this is going to be on its own, in its own group. So that part, you can kind of either cut it and paste it back into this, but it's always going to go into its own group outside of the group that you're in. So there's just a couple extra steps. The other thing that it's important to note here is like, because this like randomly places things, sometimes it, you'll have a group of trees over here. So you might want to just like move things around a little bit, spread them out. There is a little bit of like excess cleanup with this tool. It's not perfect, but it does allow you to work really quickly. So I'm going to copy and paste a few more sets of trees and move this around and clean it up. And then I'll come back and share the garden stuff, for lack of a better term. I'll come back and show you how to use this tool to very quickly create a landscaped area that has a bunch of different plants and different garden features. So with that, I'm going to pause and I'll come back in just a second.